My name is Dillin. I'm 18 years old. Growing up for me was pretty hard because, well, there were so many kids in the family. I lived with my mom till I was like 13, and then she just kind of kicked me out.
Dillin is the sweetest kid. He had been coming here on and off for many years. He's lived in different Trellis programs. He's currently living in a Trellis program right now. Dillin was a wild teenager. He was always so well behaved in our program, but outside he might have done some things.
Started going to jail a lot, on and off. I was in like APU every other night. I think I was in jail about 4 times until I decided to stop going to jail. There's nowhere worse than jail. Like it's like the worst place I've ever been, you know? It just really broke my mental health. Even to this day, I'm not the same because of jail. After I got out of jail, I started getting like pretty heavy into like meth.
Recovery is one of those things that isn't linear, and so we certainly saw, 1 step forward, 2 steps back for Dillin. I'd say, about a year ago, we saw this really impactful change happen in him, and it was just like he was ready. He made the choice, and he decided that he didn't want to live the same life that he had been living, and he was ready to really take those steps. He decided to go all the way with recovery, which meant him having some hospital stays, which meant him going away from all of the people he cared about. Like, he has some really solid friendships and a relationship, and he left all those to go and work on his mental health.
Well, in order to get to where I am, it took me 3 hospital trips and like 3 months in treatment. So like 6 months to even get like to where I am. It was a fucking struggle, man. Before treatment, I never really thought I had a chance to do anything. I guess I never gave myself a chance. But I don't know. As soon as I went to treatment, it really got me thinking about a lot of things. And I was just like, I can't live like that anymore, you know?
The leadership team and the staff team at Trellis really identified a gap in services, about a year or 2 ago, and we saw some youth who were highly complex, chronically accessing our shelter programs, our group care programs, and not having a lot of success. So we pulled some data and we really looked at those kids. There was about 23 of them, Dillin being one of those kids, and we sort of built something that would work better for them, something different, something that we weren't already doing.
The Boreal is specifically designed for Dillin and people like Dillin, youth with complex issues who have barrier with housing. He's always going to have housing here until he's 22. He'll never get kicked out of here. He's always going to have supports here. I really enjoy that part of working in this industry, that he's always welcome, no matter what.
At the moment, like at this very second, it's very helpful for me because, well, I tried living alone before, and that didn't really end out too well.
Dillin, he is one of the reasons you do this sort of job. He's very relationship based. So once you get in with him and once you get to know him, he's your best friend for life. And he really is something I'm really proud of here at the Boreal. He's very considerate, he's very friendly. So like I said, once you get in, he cares about you and he'll give you advice on clothes and music, and which he does with me all the time. This vest was donated and everybody seems to hate it, especially Dillin. So I've decided to wear it every day until one day he loves it enough that he will take it for himself.
When I have a decent job, a mechanic would be pretty good. I'd love to do that.
So my hope for Dillin's future is that he keeps believing in himself. I think Dillin has already done so much more than he even knows. And I think my hope for him would be that he still continues to work on himself and that he still continues to commit to himself. Dillin is someone who likes to take care of the people he cares about, but I hope that he, keeps pushing and keeps working on himself. I know that he's going to go a lot of places. I could see him working as a mechanic, but I can also see him doing anything.
Why do I want to tell my story? That is a very good question. I don't know, I feel like it could help people to know that, like, if they're going through like addiction or in and out of jail, to know that there's a way to change it. That could help them a lot.